The air in the redwood grove is particularly sweet today, a mix of blooming ceanothus and the ancient, earthy scent of damp needles. Sunlight cuts through the canopy in solid golden shafts, illuminating the crew as they settle into their usual circle on the forest floor. Dr. Green leans back against the rough bark of a massive sentinel tree, his expression serene. "On this beautiful day, I'm seeing many beautiful faces," he begins. "Thank you for being here. This special place makes it very easy to be in a good mood. It's a real blessing to be in a place such as this. I hope you feel the same way that I do." He pauses, letting the sound of a distant Stellar's jay fill the silence. Today, our studies are taking us in a different direction. We've talked about the mesoscale and permaculture, but today we look at a map of time itself. We are looking at the Hopi prophecy. The split, wisdom versus cleverness. Dr. Green, the Hopi tell us that our actions determine the cycles of nature, but they trace our sickness back to a point before we even had these physical bodies. They say we were once able to appear and disappear at will, but we grew arrogant. We became stuck in form, dominated by a struggle between our left and right sides. Eclectic Scout. It's that internal civil war again, Professor. The United States of being at a stalemate. The right side is clever and powerful, the one that builds the gadgets, but it's totally forgetful of why we're even here. Sophia, it feels heavy, doesn't it? That clever but unwise part is what makes me check my phone 100 times a day instead of looking at the trees. It's like we're powerful but lost. Gurup, nodding slowly. The Hopi call this the suicidal split. When the cleverness of the mind outpaces the wisdom of the heart, we create a world of our own design that eventually opposes the order of the universe itself. The cycle of the four worlds. Dr. Green. This has happened before. The Hopi speak of previous worlds where technology advanced even beyond what we have today. Each time, the cleverness led to severe imbalances, war, social collapse, and natural catastrophe. And each time, a small minority, the Hopi, which literally means peaceful people, remained in accord with the infinite plan. Tahara Singh. It's a sobering thought that we aren't the pinnacle of history, but perhaps just another lap on the track. If we're bringing the seeds of past crises with us, we're essentially haunted by our own history. Dr. Green. Exactly, Tara. We emerged into this fourth world tainted. But there was a promise. A true white brother went east toward the rising sun, carrying a stone tablet to match one held by the Hopi at Oraibi. They were told to watch for his return, not as a conqueror, but as one who still carries the spiritual path. The symbols and the shaking. Dr. Green. The prophecy is coded in symbols. The gourd rattle is the key. The gourd is the seed force. When we shake it, we stir the life forces. Portillo man, tapping a light rhythm on his lap. The rattle is the heartbeat of the earth. If you lose the rhythm, you lose the connection. I see those symbols on the rattle, the swastika and the sun. It's wild to think those ancient spirals of force were twisted by history into symbols of war. Guru P. The swastika in this context is the primordial force of the four directions, the spiral of life sprouting from the seed. The red ring is the sun's warmth. But the prophecy warned that when the actual symbols appeared in the world, it would signal the shaking of the earth. Dr. Green. Hopi leaders believe the first two shakings were the world wars, but then came the signal that changed everything, the gourd full of ashes. The gourd full of ashes. Dr. Green. They predicted a device that, if dropped from the sky, would boil the oceans and burn the land so that nothing would grow for years. When the atomic bombs fell on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Hopi knew. The secret teachings had to be released. The mystery egg was cracking. Sophia, that's the wow information right there. How could people hundreds of years ago describe an atomic cloud as a, quote, gourd of ashes, unless they were seeing the pattern of the unfoldment? Tara Singh. It's the ultimate clever but unwise invention. We used the tiny spheres, the atoms, to create a gourd that destroys the mesoscale where we live. The day of purification, rebirth or annihilation. Dr. Green. We are now in the final stage, the great day of purification. It's described as a struggle where rich and poor must fight as equals to survive. The Hopi say the whole world will turn red and turn against those who are hindering the balance. But here is the candid truth. The degree of violence is determined by us. Eclectic Scout. So if we correct our treatment of nature and each other right now, we can lower the temperature of the purification? Dr. Green. Precisely, Scout. But the system cannot be corrected by force. The prophecy is very clear. Using force to stop force is the source of the problem. We can only rely on the energy of truth itself. Guru P. To rely on truth rather than force is the greatest challenge a mortal can face. It requires a complete surrender of the ego. The conclusion. The Hopi way. Dr. Green. The Hopi play a key role. They are the fulcrum. If we allow their way of life, their permanent culture, to be destroyed by our man-made systems, then the hope for a new age of peace is in vain. But if we protect those who still hold the key to survival, we may enter a new age where our inventions encourage life rather than threaten it. Eclectic Scout. It's the 4 steps on a global scale. Read the signs, write a new story, listen to the Earth's music, and move in harmony. Dr. Green, smiling. Well said, Scout. The mystery egg is in our hands. Whether it hatches into rebirth or breaks into annihilation is a choice we make with every action, every day. The final word. Dr. Green, take this with you today. The energy of truth isn't a loud, forceful thing. It's the quiet, steady rhythm of the heart that recognizes it as part of the whole. Go out and be that truth.
Please click like and then subscribe. Also share this video with your friends. Thank you.